Hey, welcome to week 2 of distance learning, guys. I miss you guys so much. But we're just gonna dive right in for this week. We've had some roadblocks and we've had some bumps along the way, but you guys are amazing and we've figured it out and we're gonna be experts at this in no time. So we really appreciate you guys, Miss Melanie and I do, and everything that you're doing for your kids, all of the extra time and effort you're spending for them and trying to understand technology and all of that. We really appreciate it. So this week's learning target for language arts is right here, and we have another one right here. So see if your child can read it with me. Ready? I can read words with PH, like phone, in them. So the PH says the F sound, like flaming fire. And our next learning target is, ready? Read it with me. I can read words in the all word family. So those are our language arts learning targets for this week, guys. All right, we're gonna go in and start with our PH sound. Here's the story that goes with that sound. I'm gonna write our PH up here. And if you already know what that says, go ahead and tell me. PH together says the sound, like flaming fire. Here's our story. Once upon a time, there was a pharaoh. Now, a pharaoh is like a king in the land of Egypt. He lived a long time ago. And this pharaoh, he had many pets and other things. Let's look at some of his pets. He had an elephant, and he had a dolphin, and then he had some other things. He had a fancy microphone that he could talk into, but his very, very favorite thing in the world was his cell phone. I bet you guys have cell phones that you love too. So there's his cell phone. Now this cell phone was really kind of funny. Every time he took a photo, it made this sound. Okay, so it was a really weird cell phone. Every time he took a photo, what sound did it make? It was funny and it was a little weird. Okay, so it goes like this. Now this isn't real sign language, because in real sign language we'd have to spell pharaoh. We're not doing that, that's too long. We're just gonna make up our own sign. This is the sign in our class right now for pharaoh, because he has this big headdress right here. So it's gonna go pharaohs, and then this is the sign for photo. Okay? So it'll go pharaoh's photo, pharaoh's photo. PH. So let's do that again. Do it with me. Ready? Pharaoh's photo, pharaoh's photo. PH. And we'll draw it in the air. All right, I'm gonna take this story off. We're gonna start looking at some words that have the PH in them. Think about our story that I just told you. What are some of those words that have PH? Go ahead and shout them out. What do you think? I wonder if your words that you're shouting out will be the same as my words that I'm gonna put up here. You ready? All right, what's that? Phone. Good job if you said phone. Remember, PH says our sound. Ooh, this one's spelled really weird. Okay, it looks like far out. Far out. What do you think it is? If you said pharaoh, give me an air high five. Schlap. Good job if you said pharaoh. Okay, how about this next one? Dolphin. Good. All right, this one's long. It's an animal. Here's a clue. Ready? Elephant. What do you think it is? Elephant. Elephant. Good job if you said elephant. Those are some of our words with PH. I wonder if you can think of some other words. These ones were in our story. All right, that's a longer word. We split it here. My, remember that I is gonna say its name because it's right before the split for our syllables. My, and it goes like this. So O's gonna say its name, crow. Micro, and the E makes the O say its name, microphone. Microphone. Ooh, this one's longer too. Ow. Bet. Alphabet, our ABC. Got two more. What do you think that one is? Try to blend it. See if you can say it before I do. Phonics. Okay, when we learn phonics, we learn the sound of things. That's what we're doing right now. We're learning phonics. And the last one is in our story. It splits right here. So both O's say their names because they're at the end of both their syllables. Photo. Photo. So photo is like a picture, right? It's like when we take a picture, photo. And this is what has to do with Pharaoh's photos. Pharaoh's photos. PH. I don't have both my hands or I would be doing that sign a little bit better. Okay, so this is our learning target about the all word family. We're talking about the PH sound, which is, and then we're also talking about the all word family. We're talking about this family because it's a little tricky because it looks like Al, you know, like somebody's name, hey Al, but it's not, it's all. But the neat thing about this word family is if you know this sight word all, you should be able to read any of these words here because they all have the all in them. They all have the all. So let's look at some of the easier ones. Let's see if you can read this one before I read it. Ready? Fall. How about this one? Ready? Tall. And this one? Call. All right, now it's gonna get a little tricky. These are longer words. Install. In-all. Install. Install means to put something in. If you install something, then you're putting it in. If you install a sink, then you're putting the sink in where you need it. All right, some of you might have played this. It's a game, and we split it here. See if you can read it before I do. Baseball. Baseball. Let's hear baseball. Oh, this one's longer. I don't know if you can see it. I had to write it kind of little. If you can read it. Basketball. 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 I bet some of you played that too. This splits right here. Over. Remember, ER just says all. Overall. That means all together. Overall, it's been a great week. Overall. And then this one splits here. This is the prefix. That means it goes before. Recall. Recall. See if you can notice something about all these words. Ready? All, fall, tall, call, install, basketball, baseball, basketball, overall, recall. They all rhyme. Right. They all rhyme. Good for you if you noticed that. All right, that's the end. It's so much shorter than last time, just like I promised. Remember to do your 1-minute timed reading for our passage this week. Now, our passage is called Delicious Donuts. So you get to read about donuts. Hopefully it doesn't make you too hungry because it was starting to make me hungry looking at the picture. All right, and then we are gonna be giving you guys a packet that you should be able to pick up. Hopefully you can all come on Monday to pick this up. This is what it looks like. So it's an optional packet, but it will have things printed for you, so you don't need to print it out yourself. It'll be easier. So this is for this week, PH and ALL. And here's our delicious donuts. That's our 1-minute timed reading. Then we've got our nonsense words here. And these are the optional worksheets that you can do. And then it's for a whole month. So we'll go over the rest of them next week and the following weeks. And then also we have a journal for you, so you don't need to keep printing things out and waste your ink and stuff that you can pick up. That should be in the things that hopefully people will be able to come on Monday and pick up. Another thing to remember is your sight words. Remember to choose 5 to 10 words that your student doesn't know on one of the Fry word phrases that we sent last week, and we'll be sending them again this week virtually. So, and then practice those every day. And here are the topics, the writing prompts that you get to write about. Ooh, I'm excited to see what you say. On Monday, here's the question. What is the most difficult thing you've ever had to do? Maybe it's learn to do jump rope. I know for me, it was really difficult to learn to rollerblade. I'm still not that great at it, but I can work on it. And anything counts, right? Maybe it's baseball. Maybe for Jake, it was learning how to ride his bike because he's such a great bike rider for BMX. Who knows what it will be for you, but you write 3 sentences about that, okay? On Tuesday, would you rather eat cake or ice cream? For me, I think it would be ice cream, but if I was writing about it, I would need to give my reasons why. Maybe it's because I love eating ice cream on a hot day. Maybe it's because it's sweeter to me than cake. Who knows? Who knows what it's gonna be for you? On Wednesday, you're gonna write 3 facts, count them 1, 2, 3, about the sun, or the moon, or the stars, whichever one you wanna write about. But in here, there needs to be 3 facts. We learned about that a lot when you guys were in school. On Thursday, this is a really fun one. If you had 3 wishes, what would they be? You need to write about what wishes you would write about. On Friday, you get to write about anything that you want to write about on every Friday. But it has to be 3 sentences. Now remember, you're gonna start your sentences with a capital. You're gonna end them with a what? Period. Right. Okay. Remember, don't put capitals in the wrong places. They don't belong in the middle of sentences unless you have a name in there. And to put spaces between your words or they all run together and people don't know what they say. Okay? Sweet. All right, when I send the resources, before, they only had 4 lines for you to write the different 1-minute timings and stuff. So this time I fixed it. I'm gonna resend it this week so that you'll have 5 lines for every day of the week for your 1-minute reading and also your nonsense words and the regular reading. So I put 5 spaces in there for you. Thank you for pointing that out. Somebody pointed it out to me. Hey, there's something fun this week if you want. It's optional. If you want to do some science this week, you get to learn how to make a bird feeder. And all you need is peanut butter and an empty toilet paper rolls. Heavens knows you probably have some of those lying around, hopefully. Because hopefully we all have enough toilet paper to last. We'll see. Anyway, and then birdseed. So you can get birdseed at Walmart. It's not too expensive, or at Amazon. Now remember, this is optional, but it is fun to do. And then I have included a YouTube on how to do it. And it's a really cute YouTube. So then you can ask your student to read and answer questions about the bird passage that I'm going to be sending you. So remember, Miss Melanie and I, we're here for you. And if you have any questions, any concerns, or just anything, we would be happy to help. So remember, between the hours of 9 and 3, those are the hours that we can answer your questions. Remember that we will be keeping attendance. Please let us know if your child will not be doing any school on any of the days so we can mark them absent. And we're looking at your iReady. It looks like most of you are doing great with iReady, so good job. If you're having technical issues or other problems, please reach out so that we can help you with that. We're in this together and we care. We'll help in any way we can. So look at the optional resources when you get them. And thanks for watching this YouTube. And I miss you guys so much. So just take care of yourselves. Remember to wash your hands, be safe, and we'll see you next week virtually. Bye.